结果呢？
Oh. All right.
That's upside down like that.
Mm-hmm. Theory. So you were supposed to do lesson, let's see, 18 and 20.
Yeah, I think I forgot.
That's too, I don't know, is it?
Yeah.
That's too bad because, you know, I see you only once a week and I have to see your theory. Okay, so make sure you pack your bags, you know. Yeah, you have to come from home, right? You're not coming from school, so you can.
Probably just left it on my desk.
Were you doing it today?
No.
No, so yeah.
I forgot to put it back in my bag. Usually after I finish it.
Yeah, and I don't remember what 21 is, so probably would like you to move on to the next one. Just don't remember how difficult or there's a chance I would need to explain before you do that. But I don't remember if it's easy or difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, take a look at 21.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say 21 you know just part how to do, then move on also to 22 and do part of that. So that's why I have to see your theory because I can't even tell you if you can move on or not. Okay, so November 6th. Your practice day, right? So.
I missed Thursday because it was Halloween. Because I came back a little late.
What about before going trick-or-treating?
I took a shot.
Still, you know, Halloween is actually not a reason to keep practicing. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it. Yeah, right?
Didn't get time to play.
Well, yeah, I understand that. Yeah. No, I mean before that.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you have some activities on Thursday before Halloween?
I had swimming.
Oh, I see. So you also have that. Oh, okay. Yes, I see. Because I thought you came back from school and you had something on. So, theory, lesson 18, lesson 20. I'm writing down 21. And potentially, maybe you will need to do
22.
maybe plus 22, maybe. Okay. Maybe, so that depending on what, either you know everything 121. Maybe you know everything. There's a chance. Okay. So we're going to start today with exercises 23 by memory.
1 through.
Or 1 through 8.
Yeah, I did not get to it.
You didn't? Was it difficult?
Not exactly, because I learned it because I had to. I just didn't get. It didn't. I don't know. I just kind of 1 through 8. It was a little bit challenging for me to learn.
So
I mean, I can play it with the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Without the sheet, I feel like.
So how many sections can you play per memory? So, but in this case, you can also add at least one more, just to go. You don't have to stop right there.
I just didn't get to go through the other 4 sections.
So you haven't tried, or you got stuck? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I kind of tried, but it was like.
So you stuck on section number. Section number 5. That's what you're saying?
No, I was stuck on
That's number, what is it again? 23. Yeah. So maybe if we put it in front of you, maybe then you can tell me. Okay. So which section did you get stuck on? Because if you focus on memorizing one section a day, technically in So you practice 6 days this time, right? You skipped one
Yeah.
day, right? So then you can have 6 sections memorized, right? So maybe not all 8, but 6. So,
I'm having a little trouble with the left hand.
what about memorizing section 5? Have you tried to memorize that one?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
You could probably do that, right? Because 5 is not that difficult. Yeah, 6 is harder a little bit. But again, it's not very difficult because the right hand has only 4 chords and then it's just left hand. So it's really a matter of memorizing the left hand, right? Okay, so we're gonna try to play as much as possible by memory, right? And of course, the most important focus on technique itself, to make it very clear what your ideas, what are your goals, right?
Okay.
So, and then 22 by memory or with looking? With looking, okay. So this was the only thing that you needed to memorize from your technique.
Yeah.
Technique class.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's try. Let's see how it's gonna go. Okay. So what was your strategy of memorizing those sections you've memorized? So you have technically 5, right? 5 sections memorized, right? So what was your strategy? This is what I ask every single student. No, what was the process of memorizing?
Both hands separate, and then I put one together. So I memorize since left hand is the main melody,
the whole thing?
So for the first 4 sections, right hand is the melody. So for section 1, I first try to count. I play right hand with the sheet, and then only right hand without the sheet.
Okay.
And then I do both things with the sheet, and then I do both things without the sheet.
All in one section, or you do like few sections at a time, or let's say first 4 sections.
No, definitely not first 4 sections. I believe I got one down pretty quickly because it was only about I believe 4 measures.
Well, all of them have 4 measures, right? Yes.
Yeah, and it was like I already kind of knew it by memory.
So let me ask you, do you feel like on every section you need to memorize each hand individually?
No, I only did it for a couple sections.
Right. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Totally makes sense. Yeah, because I don't think we need that everywhere.
I don't do it with every section.
Okay, so you do memorize one section a day?
Yes.
Like, you don't try to move on to the next part until this one's 100% memorized?
Yes, I usually play it 7 times, no mistakes, because you told me to do that before. On the first day, since I kind of already knew the first section,
good.
I sort of did the second section, but next day it's third section only, and then.
Okay, so how do you know?
It got super confusing after. It got super confusing in section 6 for me.
We're not talking about section 6 yet. Okay. How do you know if remember the idea is to play 7 times no mistakes, right?
Yes.
How do you know if you played with mistakes or no mistakes?
it would sound weird.
Okay, but sometimes it might not. Let's say if you're missing rest, for example, right? It's not gonna sound weird, but that's a mistake, right?
Yeah, but
Or let's say if you don't connect where you should connect,
Mhm.
should be connecting, it's not gonna sound like a mistake, but it still counts as a mistake, right?
Yeah.
So how do you know if you're playing absolutely correctly from that point of view? So if you have everything,
Usually for rest, it would be counting.
that won't help.
I find counting kind of helpful because
It's not gonna help because you can count while you're holding it. It's not gonna affect rhythm.
I look how many beats these notes are on the left hand. Rest, I count out right.
Let me rephrase my question. Actually, I'll ask you differently. After you memorize, do you ever go back and playing it with looking and checking if it's correct? Or once you memorize, you never go back to...
Once I memorize it, I kind of look at it and I...
Because there were some mistakes.
Yeah.
And those are not like noticeable mistakes. Like, it's
fingering
still...
is definitely not noticeable.
Exactly. So, and there were some fingering correctly. So there were actually quite a few mistakes.
I
so
need to use fourth finger.
Yeah, so we're going to go specifically through each part, and I will point it out those mistakes that you were making because there were, and you're right, we can rely on our ear if you are playing incorrect notes. Other things, you actually, after you memorize, you have to play it with looking again to make sure like if you did it correctly, because otherwise if you're playing it while you're repeating, because you're repeating many times, and if you're going to keep on playing with incorrect fingering, it's pretty much no chance on fixing that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that means that you are really set on playing incorrectly. Same thing with playing, let's say, forgetting about rest, or not lifting where you should, or the other way around. So let's start. Section 1. Played all of them like this. I won't be marking down all of them, but you have to remember that it doesn't play just okay. So let's try it again. So acknowledge that. So that's why I asked you if you kind of went back and checked that, because I think that after memorizing, if you look through this and like, oops, I'm playing 4 notes and there's only 3. Okay, and this is not that kind of mistake that is very noticeable because it sounds good with sounds, 4. Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like something is wrong.
Yeah. So let's
try. When I play with looking afterwards, I probably did not notice.
That's why you have to really pay attention because that's the whole point, not to make mistakes. So this is not supposed to be again with those mistakes, right? Which finger do we use here?
Fourth finger instead of fifth finger? Third finger?
Not instead, it's fourth, right? So let's start from section 4, or section 2 again. Right away from section 2. No, that's not that. We're not there. That's 4. Section 2. This one.
Oh.
And try your best on staccato and everything else. Don't put it off for later. Why not? Right? We're still doing the same technique, right? Yeah, so energetic. Okay, now rhythm. You can play slower. always good. So, and then that's actually, first time you play this fingering incorrectly as well. So look at this. You can tell yourself fourth on left hand, fourth on right hand on this measure. Got it? Okay, start again. Staccato shorter. Really short. Right. Bounce off. Have fun. Shoulders down. Go on. So that's second finger. Can you tell me exactly when you will release this chord? On which note? Because it's not somewhat close, it has to be released. What are we talking about?
This one?
So when do we let go this one?
Oh, sorry, A.
An A, exactly an A. So that's another thing. So those are the things that, so it's exactly an A, right? So that's another thing. I'm marking things onto the little arrows, you know, right?
Yeah.
So arrow number 1, arrow number 2, arrow number 3, arrow number 4, right? And this is, from here and 5, right? Because this finger was not correct. Yeah. And now. Yes, absolutely. Marching, shoulders down. Okay, you kept on holding chord. You have to release it right on time. So that's what it is, right? So while you're playing it, before you play by memory, right? You play this with looking. And it is very important. I think it's doable not to make those mistakes. Because you're definitely going to be making these mistakes while you're playing by memory if you don't pay attention while playing with looking. So here we go. Remember. So play it again. First time what you did not connect these two notes, but you connected this one to this one. So basically you made 2 mistakes in one place. So these, this should be connected. Well, we just played exactly what's written. We're not doing anything our own way. So here are 2 mistakes in one place. See that? So let's try again from here. How long do you until the rest. Until the exactly. From here again. Marching. Good. And march. Think ahead. Play this part one more time. No, I'm starting here. Section 4. sometimes you're overholding it. So I can probably point out to each of these rests or some of them because you're inconsistent. Sometimes
It's good. Other
so
times
yeah, but
it's
again, if you
late.
that's why we practice. That's why we play so many times. So to make it consistent, all right? Now, any chance you can connect this D to D, not creating staccato. We're not on this octave. It's modifier. Oh, you know, of course. Right, easily. Look at this. Here's another one. Okay, now, so let's
Soon
count.
enough, I'll get my acting.
Mhm. How many mistakes? Do and not here and also. We'll start from the first page.
1,
1,
2,
3,
3, 4, 5,
5.
6, 7, 8. No. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure if this is every of this is a mistake because some of those were just maybe just one time thing. But anyway, you see that? So that's what you need to be really watching. Because if you focus on one section a day, it is
No mistakes.
it's very doable, right? You didn't play the notes incorrectly except for this chord where you added one, right? But accuracy is very important because composer wrote a certain way. We're not supposed to change anything. Okay, so let's go to section 5 with looking. You're going to be finishing memorizing this one, so I want you to understand, right? Here we go. Also, your shoulders go up too much. Yeah. Relax, open your frame. Okay. We don't have rest here. That's actually what makes it harder in this piece because sometimes we hold it, sometimes we don't. Right? So you have to specifically remember. Here we have rest, here we hold. Here we have rest, here we hold. Here we hold, 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 hold. See that? So he didn't make it easy for us because we need to specifically remind ourselves to be aware of what we do. Okay. So it's good for our brain, I would say. Yes, you did. March. Don't hold it out. Not gonna work. We know that. Dum, E. Count this. 1 E. It's not an E, it's an N. 1 E. Dum, marching. And especially left hand, we need to march even more because left hand is tricky. Alright. E. Shoulders down. Did you play correctly? Let's try again. You're playing with them, right? So I'm not asking you to play by memory. So can you play this the way it's written? Not overholding notes, counting, good marching fingers. E and E and 2 E and so what you're doing, you're kind of holding on, and then it creates this muddiness, especially so one at a time. It doesn't say to hold, does it?
No.
So let's not do that. 1 E, 1 E, and 2 right? You're looking right. 1 E and 2 E. mistakes because you're making them when you play with looking. So there are lots of things that kind of you don't even notice. Holding, not correct fingering, not forgot about rest. So these are the things that you form while you're playing wood looking, and that's why when you play wood looking, that's your job to make sure you acknowledge all of this, right? Of course, I can't point it out, but this is not how it's supposed to look. It should look like this, clean. Maybe a couple of markings here, like my own shaping, or but not like this. If you look at the right, so there are always things marked, right? Look, right. And if it's details, that's fine when like arrows, that kind of stuff, right? Because I will be explaining a lot, right? But not mistakes. Okay, all right. Starting section 7. 1 E 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E. This one's half note, right? And you're looking, and then you're not seeing that. So you're looking, but you're not seeing. Again, 1 E 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E. And same thing. Look at this. Look at this. You absolutely. Why did you let go of this chord? Did composer say that? And the thing is, I'm not even sure how if I can help you with that because I mean I can color it in or I can do, but basically, I'm not really teaching you anything when we're doing this. All I'm doing, I'm pointing out, oops, mistake, didn't hold, wrong finger, right? So, right? So it's there. Here we go. 1 E, 1